Hey guys, it's me, Roberto Carrasco. So before I get into this video, I just wanted to say real quick, it's probably going to be a type of a rant type video. So if you don't like those videos, you can quickly click away. It's going to try to take this video into one take. This is my second time filming this video, because the first time I was all over the place and I didn't really understand it myself. So you guys, bear with me while I try to get this information as best as I can out of my system, because it's crazy, driving me nuts. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about this because one, it's just too insane and too much for me not to not talk about it, because I'm that person. When I ever have something on my gut or on my heart, I have to talk about it. Like, I'm definitely that person. If we're friends or family or something, I'm not gonna be the type of person to just hold back on you. And if you ask for the truth, or if you are doing something that's bothering me, I'm gonna say what's bothering me, because I'm not gonna keep it inside of me and just stay hurt and bottled up and say, oh, I wish I would have said this. I'm gonna definitely say it because it's the right thing to do, and it's freeing for the soul, so to say. So, obviously you can tell from the title, it's about the gorilla and the Cincinnati Zoo. Harambe, the gorilla, and the 4-year-old boy. So, for a quick start off, I did plan to do this video a couple days ago on Sunday. I had notes written and everything, things I was going to write about. But I backed up from doing it. I told myself, no, I'm not going to do it. Then again, I was going to do it on Monday. I wasn't going to do a regular Mommy Monday video. I was going to do this video. But I backed off again, and I said no. And then Tuesday came, and I had a different type of video, Tuesday's DIYs and stuff like that you guys wanted me to do, and cooking videos and stuff like that. And that's totally fine. I was totally planning on doing a cute video like that. But not today, Satan. Not today. I just said, you know what? Let it go. Nope, I'm not letting it go. I can't. I really cannot let it go, and it was really just agitating me inside and out. And I came back from a run a little while ago. Literally, I went on a run just to de-stress a little bit, just to like cool off before I just came all out and going crazy on the internet. But Sunday I was going to make this video as well. Sunday mid-afternoon morning, I was going to go off and just post a video like that. But right now I have a bit of a clear mindset, and I have something that I do want to say about the situation. A few things. I'm not a parent, so I have no issue to judge, nor would I ever judge any parent in their parenting things, especially only if it's not like hurting the child, and where the child's like being, my dog, sorry, being like hurt or anything like that, and they're neglectful or anything like that. But in this case, the parent is neglectful, and the child did end up in a freaking pen den with a gorilla. So I'm not judging, just I'm watching with the world on what just happened on this moment. So a few things I did write, and I do have it right here on Facebook, and I did write about it. And I did post pictures and stuff like that, things that I was angry about it, because when I'm passionate or angry about something, I will go off and I will say how I feel. Just like when I'm passionate about the Santa's cancer thing, I was full force with it, and I had to say something. And I feel like if you're entitled to speak your opinion, whether it's bad or good, because everybody just loves to speak about everything nowadays, people just love to film and love to say something, you should definitely speak up about it and speak up in general. But I'm definitely speaking up because of the gorilla cannot say something about himself, or mainly because he's dead now, and mainly because animals can't talk, because people just capture them and put them in places that they can't even be in. SeaWorld. So this wouldn't happen if his huge 400-pound gorilla wasn't in his zoo and wasn't being looked at or taunted all the time, and people just left it there. One, where was the parent in this situation? How in the heck? I seen this woman too on Facebook that posted it, that my friend tagged me in. How in the heck do you let your child just end up in a pit? Like, what were you do? What were you doing that your child just crawled? And then it mind blows me. Mind blows. Like, how did your child just, hey mom, get off Facebook real quick, I'm gonna jump in with the pit of the gorillas, while you're on Facebook posting that we're here, don't forget to check me in when I'm gonna be in that pit with a 400-pound gorilla, mom. mom, dad, whoever this child was with, how dare you? And if you think about suing the zoo, how dare you? One, I feel like it is partially the zoo's fault, because how does the child end up in there? But two, mostly because how does the parent neglectfully just let the child just... How? I can't even grasp that, how that happened. It's insane to me. Because if I had a child, which I clearly stated in the zoo's review page or Facebook page on Facebook, and I said it on my own page as well, if I had a child, I would definitely not have let my child fall into there for two reasons. One, my child wouldn't have been in there. Two, because my child would be by my side. Just like my dog is at all times. She's also always by my side. If there's people or dogs, I pick that kid up. I would fight for my dog. I'd let another dog bite me. I'd get hit by a car for my dog. I wouldn't just record that and put it on Facebook later and let's see how many views we're going to get. And then I'm going to get on the news and cry about it. No, I would not dare ever to do something like that. If you see somebody's in trouble, especially for the people who were recording, if you see that gorilla's in trouble, why didn't you jump in as well to save that kid? If you were so sad and yelling for that kid, why didn't any of you jump in? These people that were at the zoo, at the Cincinnati zoo, why did any of you jump in and help that child? Why? I would have jumped in. I don't care. I wouldn't have just yelled away and recorded. I would have jumped in. Whether you're the parent or the standby, I would have helped. Just like you should. No one should ever just record something if somebody's in trouble. Especially if there's a kid and you all are saying it's a kid and oh my god, it's a gorilla. If it's a kid, oh my god, and that's a gorilla, how were you not helping the oh my god child when it was a gorilla in there and none of you decided to help it? I'm sorry that I'm doing all these hands. I'm just so annoyed. It's just insane that no one decided, let me help that child. Let me go inside of there and grab that child. People were just like, oh my god, no. Oh my god, you should have went in there. You should have done more than just film it, and you should have done more than just post it on your Facebook page or wherever you posted it just to get the views, and for you to say that you did that, you posted it. For you to say that and for you to do that, that was even more disgusting than the parent that neglected the child and had the child dropped into the zoo with the freaking gorilla. For the gorilla kids just climb in there, it's just it gets me so angry because I love that animal. I love all animals, and the animal just turned 17, and mainly too because the animal is an endangered species, and because the animal is being nurtured. There's 3 other videos that I've seen on the Inside Edition today that also literally showed these gorillas. That 3 incidents as well happened before in London, Japan, I think, and in China as well, or something like that. But I know one especially was in London, that these kids like fell in there, but they were nurturing to the animal. They were nurturing to the child, and they were there for the child, and they were grabbing the child, they were petting it on the back, and they were like standing by. They wouldn't let any other people go by the kid. When the kid fell 50 feet or so into the pit, and the other gorilla was watching the kid as the kid was crying and stuff, but he didn't attack it, he didn't drag it around. And the kid was in water, so the animal dragged it around because he was getting it out the water and put it somewhere else safe. And he picked up his pants and he picked up the kid. You know, he didn't even know what the kid was doing in there. And it's crazy that this poor animal had to suffer because people, one, didn't follow the protocol, and people are like, oh, if they would have tranquilized it, he would have went crazy. No, even the zookeeper said that if they would have tranquilized the animal, he would have it would have took a while for him to go through his huge body. Okay, so why don't you do that? You just did what the best bet was for the people that were watching, and for, which is I feel, allegedly, that's what I feel like, you know, that they just did for the mom, for the screaming mom, and the people that were recording it. Let's just take them down now, so the people will be satisfied and people will still come back. People that are still going to come back, they're going to still go back regardless, because that's their favorite zoo, that's the place they love, that's where they grew up at. But people are going to be angry, just like I am. And then the fact that they have a memorial service right there for the zoo, at the zoo for this gorilla, hurts me and makes me very angry that they chose to do that, because it's kind of like hypocritical. For like, if SeaWorld was to do something like that, like, oh no, we're sad to see these huge big old whales go after we captivated them and made them do these things all the time, and they are sad here. It's like, why? You're the one who captured them, you're the one who put them here, and you're the one who decided to make them do all these tricks and not be happy when they should be living out there instead you chose to put on a show and make them be in a circus like the elephants as well. And now you're like, oh no, everybody, they love it here. No. Stop it, Cincinnati Zoo. Stop it, SeaWorld. Stop it, all of you that do that to animals. That's ridiculous. Bottom line, what I said in what I posted, what I said and what I wrote on my notes and stuff. This 400-pound gorilla looked like it dragged around the kid, because it did. It's like, holy cow, it's dragging around this kid. At least in the videos, I know. But if I would have dragged around a stuffed animal, it would definitely look like my 150-pound self was dragging around a stuffed animal as well. It's insane that people just don't ever stop and just realize where they are. You just have to remember your surroundings and remember that there's crazy people, there's animals, there's things, and you're at a public place and all these things take place. I haven't yet seen the pictures of these people, the parents or the guardians of this child that were up yet or anything. I have yet to see any of this, but I'm guessing, one, they're embarrassed, two, they do not want to be on any reports or anything, which is insane, because usually if this happens, people are like all jumping on board for that and right away, let's sue the zoo. I have yet to see that come out yet, but it's just, it breaks my heart for this poor animal that had nothing to do that day but to live. Just like it breaks my heart that people would take the time to record instead of save someone's life. Hold on. It's heartbreaking that people nowadays choose, instead of to help one another when they see something going on, they rather post it up and get views and likes and, oh my god, have a discussion down there and say, yes, I seen that, how crazy was it, I know, right? Instead of going out there to help one another. Whether it was a gorilla, whether it was a 4-year-old boy, you should do something and the right thing, not the let's see how many views we're all gonna get. Because in this world that we all live in, people just want that now. And I get that. But if I see something, I'm not going to sit there and let's put on my camera, and I know I have vlogging, this is what I do, but I wouldn't think about that. I would think about saving someone or doing something else, the right, better thing. You know, people are saying, oh no, it should have been this or that or anything, you know, and all this stuff. But it's disgusting and it's tragic and it's heartbreaking to me that the poor Harambe, the gorilla, is gone, and he's gone forever. And one, he wouldn't ever even be able to speak up because he was a gorilla, and two, because now he's gone. So now he has nothing now, and it's more sad too that they're getting extinct, and that this had to happen. And it's outraging that people would think that it's okay to do that. And instead of doing the right thing and taking actions in a different manner. And it really just sucks. And it breaks my heart that people do stuff like that. For one, the gorilla's gone, and that's sad. Two, this little boy had jumped in there and his parents were neglectful of him. I don't even know outside of the zoo how his parents treat him, but that just shows how neglectful they are. Three, that people just don't even care anymore to help one another. That they would just sit there and rather post things and take video footage instead of going out there to help their own mankind or so, or other animals, or this child that they said it was endangered. No one else decided to go in and help him. And lastly, that this has exploded and people just want to make it a funny joke and stuff, and I see it that it's going to become a meme and stuff like that and all this other stuff, but it's heartbreaking enough that people just need to realize and open up their eyes and see that this is not okay, and this is really, really tragic and sad. It sucks. It's heartbreaking, and I wish that the gorilla keeps going, his memory alive, you know. So hopefully you guys got something from this, and I love you. So remember, don't ever forget to smile, because you mean the world to me, and you're never alone. Thank you, and I love you guys.